It's not working, Luke. Don't tell me I'm gonna fall victim to, oh my god. Alright, come on, there we go. Alrighty, everybody, sorry about the delay. And welcome everyone to Vlog Weekly, Branden Plumley Television's flagship stream for this November 2nd, 2018. Again, guys, sorry, I had a little bit of a microphone hiccup right there at the last second. So, but anyway, guys, we are ready and to do this amazing episode of Vlog Weekly. I am Remix Plum, and joining us, everybody, for this week's Vlog Weekly. Sadly, did not do a show today because of OBS problems and having nightmare on Matt Street and all that other stuff. Let us welcome everybody to Localcast Studios. Let's welcome Luke Jeffers, because he's in the house.
Yeah, he's in the house indeed. And hello, guys. As I just finished posting stuff in my group, and of course, yes, I just came back to purchase 2 items today at Amazon, which is great news. The bad news is Friday's Luke J's Tour Night 5 episode 221 will not be here today because of some difficulties on my end. Plus, I just came home from my dad's house because I gotta spend my time with my dad, and he told me most recently about some things to do, about what's gonna happen next to my job and everything, which I'll be hired on November 13th. So be prepared for it, guys.
Thank you, Luke. And we were supposed to have Billy Moody with us today, ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately he is out for today's episode. And I just want to say to you guys, I know not having Billy Moody is a huge hole of Vlog Weekly, but it shouldn't be, because with Vlog Weekly and Billy Moody, it don't really mix well together, because of constant chit chat and just diarrhea of a mouth, nickname on that, but it's but I just want to make the show what it is because it's my show. And I want to, because having Billy Moody, takes control a lot on the show, because, well, anyway, we're not going to get into the whole Billy bashing today because this is episode 94 on a brand new month of November, and we got some great stuff to talk about. And I want to remind you all that episode 95 of Vlog Weekly coming next Friday. We are going to talk about what Apple announced at the keynote that took place on the 30th of October. So me and Luke will give you the rundown on what they announced and on all thoughts and what me and Luke think about each certain product, like the new MacBook Air and the new Mac Mini, the new iPad Pro. So that's going to be a fun episode of episode 95. So again, we're going to go over the rundown of the Apple keynote thing that happened on the 30th that took place in Brooklyn. And I watched it, and it was a lot of fun, and it was really, really neat. So me and Luke we'll talk about it on that next episode. Yeah, guys, this is going to be a great show today, and I'm starting early because Luke, because of the problems that Luke have faced on his show today. So sadly no show for you guys today, but hey, at least you got Vlog Weekly, and I am in the house, and now I'm going to double check and see if OBS is working, and it is, so thank God for that. And you know what I should do? I should close Netflix, as I'm not watching any Netflix stuff, because I'm not allowed to watch Netflix while I'm streaming this, because that's a no-no, obviously.
Big fat no-no.
So I'm not supposed to do that, but anyway. So Luke, you want to tell everybody what stuff, what you ordered on Amazon, or you want to keep it a secret?
I'll screen share it to you now.
Okay, go ahead. And like I said, guys, let me know if you can hear myself and you can hear Luke Jeffers. I almost wanted to call you Chris Kennedy.
You almost did.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna call you Chris Kennedy, but wait, what happened? Oh, there we go. I'm like, wait, okay, now, am I getting a Nightmare on Max Street? Oh yes, oh yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like Luke has yes, this is cool.
I got Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy for Nintendo Switch. This might be my second Nintendo Switch game. And then I got this glass screen protector for Nintendo Switch, 2017 edition.
Yeah, that's great, Luke. Yeah, and I see you paid $40 on the Wheel and Jeopardy game.
Yeah.
Because when it came out on the 30th or 31st, it cost like $60. I'm like, who's gonna pay $60 just to play Wheel and Jeopardy? But I see it's $40, so that's what it should be, not $60. Because last year it came out on PS4 and Xbox One for $40. I never got a chance to get it, but maybe I'll get that on the Nintendo Switch at some point. So there you guys go.
By combination, your PBS station from heroes like you. Thank you.
Exactly. And also coming up on Vlog Weekly number 95, I'm gonna talk about the Nintendo Switch. Why does it keep doing that? Alright, hang on a minute. I gotta put this back on full screen. And alright, let me put this back on full screen. Anyway, as I was saying, on Vlog Weekly number 95 next week, yours truly are gonna talk about the Nintendo Direct Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Because I got great things to talk about on that. Because I watched the Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Direct presentation. In fact, I actually co-streamed it on my Twitch channel, something I've never done on We Met Plum television. But I co-streamed it, and I just want to say I had a blast talking to C. Kennedy Games and Luke for that one particular chat, because I know he was busy with some things, but yeah, and it was a lot of fun. I watched it, and I am so hyped for Smash Brothers, because as you guys know, I'm a Smash fan. I've been playing it since the Super Smash Brothers Brawl on the Wii, and then I haven't played the well, I did, but I haven't played Super Smash Brothers on the N64. And by the way, guys, that game is turning 20 next year, so I can't wait for the game to turn 20 next year, because 20 years of Smash, and it still never gets old, and we still play Smash Brothers still to this day. So for those of you who have an N64 and have that game, then I salute you. Because it is an incredible game. Yeah, indeed, Luke, and it's one incredible game, that shouldn't be missed. So that's something in a great way. So so that is Super Smash Bros. And again, we're gonna go over it in detail on episode number 95 of Vlog Weekly. So there you go.
But come visit your PBS station from heroes like you. Thank you.
There you go. That's 2 times already. So anyway, guys, yeah. So all new Henry We Met Plum will be coming your way tomorrow. On yeah. All new Henry We Met Plum tomorrow on Facebook Live. So I believe it's episode number 73. The last time I checked, because I did 72 in October. I wanted to do 73 on the 27th, but I wasn't able to do it because I had no internet at the time, and I do apologize about that. So there's going to be an all new episode of Henry We Met Plum tomorrow, so that's going to be a lot of fun too. So now, should you guys hear the beeping noise, it's because the battery on the smoke detector is letting us know that it's in low battery mode, and every time it does that, then it beeps. And so I'm gonna have to ask real nicely to someone to get the batteries off, and that way we don't have to keep hearing the smoke detectors, smoke, fire alarm, to beep every 1 to 2 minutes, because this microphone I have, guys, it shouldn't pick up that beeping noise, but apparently it picks up that beeping noise. So you're gonna hear it throughout the show, and like I said, I'm gonna try to do it myself if I can, because I wanna at least try to eliminate that beeping noise, because like I said, it ruins the show for me, because if this is a great episode, like I know it's gonna be a great episode today, then you're gonna hear a lot of beeps and you're gonna hear a lot of nonsense. So all I'm asking for you, everybody, is you have to put up with the beeping noise on the fire alarm, smoke detector, until I can get the batteries out. Once I get the batteries out, then you won't hear that beeping noise, and then that way I can do a stream. And what I'm also thinking about doing is moving my Mac over to the other side, in the other room. That way, when I get the battery off of the smoke detector, and then that way I can do it in there with the door shut, and then that way me and Luke can do the show privately, and we don't nag them because we're doing a show. So we're gonna be doing that on next week as well. So hopefully no electrical issues, because it hasn't been doing it ever since. So ever since the 24th of October, is when it's. I don't know when, but it started to do that. But now it hasn't been doing it since. So at least I can tell you that it hasn't been doing that. So, but again, I gotta fix the smoke detector, because again, that beeping noise, you're gonna hear it all the time on this show, and as soon as I can get the battery off, because I know it's not recommended, but I don't want to keep hearing that beeping noise every time that I want to do a stream or do my recording. So it's just gonna drive me up the wall. So that's all I have for today. So I totally forgot what the topics are gonna be for this episode, because I kind of forgot about doing the topics, and Luke is marching around like a penguin. And this just in, Luke Jeffers is doing the penguin dance. News at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on WTOC, Savannah's #1 news station. There's your parody joke. Yeah. So again, this just in, Luke doing the penguin dance. Oh, this just in, Luke's gonna be in a new Batman movie, and he's gonna be the talking penguin and dancing around.
Oh, God,
and gonna be able to freeze Batman, because Batman would be like, "I'm Batman," and then the penguin is gonna freeze the Batman, and that way he doesn't speak his lips. So there you go on that. Yeah. So there's your fault joke of the day, everybody. Again, a fault joke. Good. Everything's working. So yeah. So. But yeah, I'm serious about this, ladies and gentlemen. So as far as topics we have today, I totally did forget what topics we have, because I wanted to do Vlog Weekly number 94 that one day, but I wasn't able to do it because I was so emotional and so upset, and I wasn't able to do Vlog Weekly because I wasn't energetic to do the show. So. But I do know one that we're going to talk about today, and that's Christopher Robin, going to be out actually in about 4 days from now, because it is the 2nd of November. So Christopher Robin is going to be on Blu-ray and DVD and on digital on the 6th of November. So me and Luke are huge, and we cannot wait to see Christopher Robin when it comes out. So Luke, can you tell everybody about Christopher Robin and how excited you are about the movie's release date?
Nearly close to be 100% excited about this, but it will be out November 6th. But, however, I will say this, okay? I will have to say this. First of all, my gripe between this and the movie will be, I haven't saw this in theaters, but I will say this. I haven't saw this movie at all, but I will watch it sometime soon. And I saw bits and pieces of the trailer, though.
Yeah, and I
saw 2 movies this year. One, The Incredibles 2, and 2 Want to Be My Neighbor. But I will see another movie this Sunday called Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody, which is all about Queen, and it's not doing well on Rotten Tomatoes. It is probably going to be rotten by the time the movie comes out in theaters.
God help me.
But that shouldn't stop you, Luke, for watching on that movie. And it's all about Queen, everybody. And I think Freddie Mercury, if he was still here, he probably would have liked the autobiography. But there you go. So, and just what you said, Luke, about Christopher Robin, the trailer. Yeah, when I saw the trailer, I was blown away seeing, these Winnie the Pooh characters come to life, and I had a teary eye because it was how beautiful it was. And when I saw the trailer of it, and I was completely blown away. I was in total shock because it was just really, really cool to see Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and Eeyore and all of these characters to come alive in the real world, and have Christopher Robin leaving them, and I gotta say the trailer is just so breathtaking, and I can't wait to watch Christopher Robin. So Christopher Robin's is a great movie, and I know it didn't get a lot of love that it did. I know it's around 70 to 74% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think this movie, really deserves to be in the best movie of this year because, yes, I Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I mean, I will say this too, guys. I have watched scene by scene of Teen Titans Go to the Movies. There you go. Marshmallow in your mouth. But what I will say, guys, I still don't like this movie, but I'm surprised that I actually do like one scene in that particular movie. I actually do like some of that one scene, and it was about, because, yes, the movie is still dumb and stupid, but I mean, it still gets a little crazy, but however, though, them taking on Slade and that, and I think this was actually really neat, and so I can't give it a 1 out of 5, but I'm gonna give it like a 1.5 to 2. It's still not the movie I would recommend you guys watch because if I had to choose between this Christopher Robin and Incredibles 2, I would pick both Incredibles 2 and Christopher Robin over Teen Titans Go to the Movies, because it's still not a movie you need to see.
Ant-Man and the Wasp for me as well.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie you don't want to see. And if you're a fan of the TV show on Cartoon Network, then you might like this. If you like stupidity, but like I said, for me, it's just not my cup of tea because, again, Christopher Robin has the heart and it has the passion. As well as Incredibles 2 being the best movie of the year. So I'm telling you guys, I mean, Christopher Robin, it's all about the heart and emotions and just the full of joy that you get out of the movie. And that's what Christopher Robin is all about. It's all about that joy. It's all about, the fun and seeing the characters come to life. It just makes the movie what it is. And again, I think for me, my favorite films of 2018 so far is Ready Player One, Incredibles 2, and Luke's doing something weird. Anyway, okay, I'm being serious about this, guys. Okay, so Ready Player One, Incredibles 2, Christopher Robin, and probably Ralph Breaks the Internet, because I know that movie won't be out till the 21st, but I'm very excited for Ralph Breaks the Internet. My only gripe I have with Ralph Breaks the Internet is Snow White, because she's in this one, and I don't like Snow White. I never liked the movie. I never liked her as a princess. Because I prefer Cinderella over her. Sorry, but I like Cinderella the most.
Cinderella, yeah.
But that's probably my only gripe. But other than that, this is the movie that it's going to be on everybody's radar come the 21st of November for Ralph Breaks the Internet. I'm very excited about the sequel. I liked the original Wreck-It Ralph. I think it was amazing. I don't have it on Blu-ray anymore, which is sad, because I don't have it on Blu-ray. But I cannot wait for Wild Breaks the Internet, and I think this is going to be this year's best Disney movie behind Incredibles 2 and Christopher Robin. So, Luke, what do you guys say about Wild Breaks the Internet?
Well, it's awesome. Big time.
Yeah, and do you think, Luke, that that Wild Breaks the Internet's going to be do you think it's going to be the best Disney movie this year?
Well, it's I've never seen the first one, but in order to see the first one, in order to see Wild Breaks the Internet, I have to see the first one in order for me to see Wild Breaks the Internet. Then I would see Wild Breaks the Internet.
Yeah, cause again, I think the first one was awesome. I watched the first one and it was amazing, and the second one looks really, really good. And as you guys know, 2019 is going to be full of animation. We're talking the Angry Birds movie 2, which I know you guys are going to hate me because the Angry Birds movie sucks. Well, to some of you, yes, I know. But for me, I think it was a decent, good movie. I'm not going to say it's the best movie by any means, but it's simply a movie that I can watch, and it's, and yeah, it's dumb, but at least it's not as dumb as Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I wouldn't compare Angry Birds movie to Teen Titans Go to the Movies. So yes, I do like the Angry Birds movie. I think it's really cool. I like Bomb, the character. And I know some of you guys can't stand Josh Gad. I like Josh Gad a little bit, especially playing as Olaf in the Frozen movies. But
yeah, I love Frozen the same way. Yeah, some of you may hate Frozen, some of you may love Frozen.
Well, the reason, Luke, they probably don't like Frozen is because of that one particular song that was used in the movie called "Let It Go," and that really. I don't think it sparked controversy, but I think it just everybody who listened to that song just felt like enough is enough. We don't want to listen to this song, because I don't know. It's just nobody really wants to listen to the song "Let It Go" because it gets stuck in your head, and then you want to sing it. Same with "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" I mean, these songs are okay, but it doesn't need to be played all the time. And that's probably what happened about the movie Frozen. I kind of liked it, and then I'm like, well, I don't think I'm gonna ever buy Frozen because if I want to watch a good Disney movie, I would want to watch something that has some really good, animation and good everything, like like Christopher Robin or well, it's not a cartoon, but I mean, I'll give you an example like like that and Incredibles 2 and. And some other cartoons that I enjoy. So, yeah. I think the whole Let It Go thing just really what drove people away on have to hear that song like 69 billion times and all that other stuff. I mean, we do get tired of listening to Let It Go. I mean, I kind of get tired of it myself, but
I'm really tired of it myself, though. Though I've watched Frozen back in the winter of 2016. That was the last Frozen movie I've watched in 2016. But, however, I did ever get the chance to see the Second Life of Pets the same year. But
yeah. Well, I've seen this movie in theaters. I think this was the first time in history that I went to a movie theater by myself and I actually watched Frozen in theaters. So I did watch this in theaters when I was at Liberty Gardens. So I'm not going to tell you where it is, but I've seen it in a movie theater for the first time because I went by myself because I wanted to see it. And the reason I wanted to do that instead of having someone else to watch the movie with me is so that way I can see it for myself, and it only costs like $5, $6, or $7, depends on how much the movie tickets are, and just be able to watch it and enjoy. And as long as you behave yourself and you don't do anything cocky or stupid, then they won't have a problem with you just being by yourself and watching the movie and have a great time, and don't make jokes or fault noises or anything like that, but just have fun and watching the movie. And sadly, I won't be able to see any more movies in theaters again because just the way the family and all that other stuff. But we're not going to talk about it on the show. So yeah, I mean, I've seen Frozen, and like I said, it's something that really nags me about, and it's just something about Let It Go is just because the code never bothered me anyway and all that other stuff. But like I said, I just don't really watch this movie as much. But just like I said, I like to watch other new cartoons. Some new that was citing me. Because like I said, I have this site called Cartoon Explosion where me and Luke won. On Facebook and soon to be closing on Google Plus, and Discord and all that other things. So you see, guys, I mean, that's Frozen in a nutshell. So anyway, Luke, are you really excited about Vlog Weekly number 95? And if so,
I'm so excited about number 95. But yeah,
right.
But
and if you are excited
for it, but it's just compared for Apple Keynote Spring Edition.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be big. Just say.
Yeah, which we're gonna talk about, as well as the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Nintendo Direct, thoughts. So I'm gonna talk about that in general. So there you go. So again, guys, I don't really know what the topics are gonna be, but I do know one for a fact that I'm obviously gonna talk about the Christopher Robin movie on Blu-ray. So that's something we can probably go over and talk about. What are you doing to yourself, Luke? I'm just curious. What are you doing to yourself?
Just banging my head. I don't know.
Oh. Alright, well, anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna get my phone up, and sadly, guys, I don't have a USB-C charger for this phone, so if the battery dies on this, then I have no way of charging it, so I'm kind of screwed on that. Alright. So we're gonna see Luke Jeffers a bit later, everybody. So let's switch back into Vlog Weekly here, and I'm gonna make sure to uncheck that way you guys can hear Luke. Yeah, because it was on mute, so it's a good thing. Like I said, I'm keeping my eye on the mixer, so that way, because I'm gonna have to do this from now on, is to keep my eye on the mixer. That way, it's picking up everyone's audio, because I do forget sometimes, and
you forgot sometimes, yeah.
So I'm currently at 16% on the battery thing, but I do have the ringtone turned off, so that way you guys don't have to hear the ringtone. It's a good thing I didn't. Oh crap! It's a good thing I didn't get a copyright thing. Yeah, well, because I dropped the phone. But I'm glad I dodged a bullet, because I had a ringtone on here that Smash Mouth song, and I'm like, oh god, please don't try to play it when I'm trying to do a show. But yeah, so that's what happened on that episode, and I'm just glad that I got to it in time, because otherwise I would have gotten 1293 would have been taken down due to that. So at least it didn't happen.
You might have farted.
You're excused. Well, you're not excused. Alright, so my phone is slowly coming up, guys. So Luke, I watched your update video on your show. Luke, I want to talk to you something about Wirecast, and something that, well, I don't really know how you're gonna get Wirecast, as that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's something I can do after my work. Just want to let you know.
I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with OBS. It's just probably because you gotta restart the Mac and stuff. Oh, I thought Chris gave me the middle finger. I'm like, what? Chris gave me the middle finger on Messenger. I thought Chris Candy was gonna give me the middle finger, but I guess not. No, it's probably because I had my phone upside down. That's why it was pretending to flip the bird on me.
No, he did not.
Happen. But no, Luke, he did not flip the bird on me. It's just I just So don't worry, guys. Me and Chris are still friends. He didn't flip the bird at me, so it's all good now.
Good. Good.
So I'm gonna look at Wirecast because Luke, there is a new version of Wirecast that's available, and it is version 11 of the program.
Yes.
And I still think it's really expensive.
How much?
Well, I'm gonna find out, Luke, as soon as I can get to it. There is a 30-day trial of Wirecast, so you can try it out for 30 days free.
Okay.
But how much it is, that's a different story.
Different
so I'm
story.
gonna look up Wirecast here on the phone. So I'm gonna look up Wirecast on my phone. So the Wirecast Studio, okay, well, you're not gonna like the price, Luke, because it's really expensive. But this one has unlimited inputs. It's gonna have a free copy of New Blue thing, which is $150 value. Well, Luke, the price of the Wirecast Studio is $695.
Again, I'll take that much. Thank you very much. Sorry.
I think that's a little ridiculous.
Because I'm the one who was the same at my better than OBS. Because number one,
I still like OBS, Luke, because I'm gonna continue to use OBS. But like I said, Luke,
OBS, but
the reason I like OBS, Luke, because it's free. And, I mean, yeah, some of the time it works, most of the time it works, some of the time, it messes up completely. And I get that, Luke, but, OBS is a way that, that we can stream whatever, because I use it to stream on Twitch, use it on YouTube, and stream it on Facebook, all for free. And, and like I said, I would still continue to use OBS. I mean, I would still continue to use it. Even though you do have that problem.
Yeah, it's the stupidest idea I have ever seen in my life.
Well, I'm just saying. So, but Luke, there is another way you can live stream your show, and that's by using Game Show, which is on the Mac.
Game Show? What is that?
That is kind of like Wirecast, but it's for gamers, and it can be used for a lot of variety of things. And it's by the same company that makes StreamFlow 8 and Wirecast.
How much does it cost?
It's about $30.
Wow, that's cheap.
Yeah, that might actually be the way to go. Because it can stream to YouTube, it can stream to Twitch. So it can pretty much do whatever.
What?
So like I said, Luke, again, before doing that, just make sure that, again, well, anyway, we're not going to talk about it because we're live streaming, but like I said, just turn off the computer, restart the computer, and then unplug the USB microphone, plug it back in, and hopefully things will resolve. Hopefully it will get resolved on that. So that's all I can say at that point. So anyway, so that's Wirecast, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what else that we can go over, because it is 3:51 right now. So let me go over to Blu-ray, and we'll go ahead and talk about Christopher Robin. And see what it has to say. But before I do that, I'm gonna check out some stuff that are coming to Blu-ray, and Blind Date, House with a Clock in its walls. Okay, White on Blu-ray. Okay, so I wanna go over to Christopher Robin. And I hope this microphone doesn't pick up that TV in the living room. But like I said, guys, I'm probably gonna have to put my Mac in the other room, so that way I can not have to get a copyright. So hopefully I don't get a copyright. So anyway, Christopher Robin. It's not on 4K Blu-ray yet, so I don't know if it's gonna be on 4K Blu-ray or not. But yeah, so the movie's coming out in 4 days. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this, Luke, and then we'll get your reactions in a minute.
Okay, as I just doing that. I'm in the
Okay. I think, guys, I think Luke had too much caffeine today.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Walt Disney Home Entertainment has announced it will release on Blu-ray Mark Foster's film Christopher Robin, starring Ewan McGregor, Haley Atwell, Jim Cummins, who does Winnie the Pooh, Brad Garrett, who plays Eeyore. The release will be available for purchase on November 6th. In the heartwarming live-action adventure, Disney's Christopher Robin, the young boy who shared countless adventures with his band of lovable stuffed animals in the 100-acre woods, is now grown up and living in London, but he has lost his way. Now it's up to his childhood friends to venture into our world and help Christopher Robin rediscover the joys of family life, the value of friendship, and appreciate the simple pleasures in life once again. So there you go on that. So some special features you get with this, in which a movie is made for Pooh. Filmmakers and cast show their passion for the story, and a behind-the-scenes look at the making of the movie, in which Pooh finds his voice, discover what it's like to voice Winnie the Pooh, from actors Sterling Holloway to Jim Cummins. Of course, he's been doing voice acting for Disney for a very long time. The list just goes on. In which Pooh and Walt became friends. How did Walt Disney and Pooh meet? Take a journey through time to explore the legacy of Walt's first encounter with Pooh. That's something I wanna know about, because I didn't know about that. In which Pooh and friends come to life. See how Winnie the Pooh and friends were brought to life as walking and talking stuffed animals in this magical live-action world. So again, the movie is coming out on the 6th of November. I still don't know if there's going to be a 4K Blu-ray release of this. It needs to be, but as of right now, we're getting a Blu-ray DVD release, and it's going to be available on iTunes, Prime Video, all that good stuff on the 6th of November for $20 in high definition. And the movie will be out on November the 6th. So Luke, thoughts about this on Blu-ray?
Well, I think it's awesome, but bits and pieces, And I saw the trailer bits and pieces, and I was just trying to act like a Doug while I was doing this reaction, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
I gotta calm down.
Yeah, I was pretty speechless too about the well, once again, like I talked about on this episode, it just has that shining moments, of Pooh Bear and coming to life. And when I saw the trailer of this, I'm telling you, I'm still blown away with it. Still to this day, I'm really blown away with how they did the movie. It really fascinates me on how good the movie really is. So, Christopher Robin, guys, I'm telling you, this might. I think this is going to be a huge seller for Disney. It has to be. It has to be a huge seller for Disney, because because I don't see why it shouldn't be a huge seller for them. So would you agree on that, Luke?
I think I'll agree. Yeah!
Well, I'm being real serious, Luke. I mean, you know, I'm just saying if you all.
I'm just only joking, but moving on.
Well,
I maybe agree.
It's just Christopher Robin is just a magical movie, and it really touches a lot of
being song from CSI Miami just because of it. That's why.
Well, I'm just saying, it just really touches a lot of the hearts, of everybody who enjoys Winnie the Pooh and everything, and again, it's just this movie is magical, and that's how Disney's been doing it from the very beginning. They make movies magical, and they make it, and they make it. I mean, just to the point where you're gonna enjoy this magical movie, because every time Disney does something, it turns into magic, and then it turns out to be a spectacular movie. And again, I've seen bits and pieces of Christopher Robin, and I gotta tell you, the movie looks incredible, and I think it's gonna be the best movie of 2018 for me personally. Because Jerome Latimer, who is the co-host of Flits with the Dits every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, or 5:30, he gave the movie a minus. I don't know why he didn't give it an A+, but he gave it an A minus.
More stupid.
Do what?
This is getting more stupid, I know.
Well, I mean, that's his opinion, obviously, of the waiting.
Oh yeah.
But,
and I'll come right back. I have to drink some water while we're at it, because I have no idea what's going on with this whole yell I made during those whole CSI Miami sound effect that we're making.
I know. So I mean, it's like I said, guys. I mean, for Jerome giving it a minus. I mean, it's okay. Because I'm not hurt by it. I just think I think the movie just has that magical charm in it. Just like what you Disney movies have, and for me, it's a huge win. And like I said, I've seen bits of it, and I gotta tell you guys, it is a magical movie, and it's one of those movies where you can sit down and just think about Just think about the wonderful moments in the movie, your favorite scenes in the movie, and I just think, like I said, for me being a Pooh fan, being a Disney fan as well, having these characters come to life really means something. And I know Luke doesn't take it seriously, but I do. I take it very seriously because, like I said, if it's movies and something, or cartoons that I want to watch or anything like that, yeah, I do take things seriously. So, but in a nutshell, guys, I think I'm gonna give Christopher Robin probably an A+. I just think it's an amazing movie, and I just think it's really, really cool. So, but there you guys go. So Christopher Robin is gonna be out in 4 days away. Right here on, coming your way on Blu-ray and DVD, and I'm glad Luke's not here because he'll probably make fun of it, but yeah, so it's going to be on Blu-ray and DVD, and on the 6th of November, and again, sorry about the beeping noise of the smoke alarm thing, because, again, we don't, the battery's still in, and it's making those noises, so I do apologize about that. So when Luke comes back, I want to talk to him about some really cool things about the Fire TV stick. But before we get to the Fire TV, everybody, I just want to share with you all my new song, Ballad Rhapsody, is available for streaming. You can listen to my new song absolutely free. There's actually a free download of my new song on SoundCloud, so give it a listen. Again, it's called Ballad Rhapsody, and it's my new song on SoundCloud, and give it a listen. Okay, Luke, you're back. All right. So, but anyway, guys, like I said, it's a free download if you want to download it. It is copyrighted though, 2018 remix Plum. So just saying. So yeah, so Ballad Rhapsody, my new song. You can listen to it again on SoundCloud, and let me know what you guys think, because I put my heart and soul on this amazing song. Because I know C. Kennedy James, who likes, who to whom I'm friends with, told me that it's that he loves it, and I thank him for that kind words. So I want to see what you guys have to think about that song. So you guys are wondering, am I gonna upload any of my songs on YouTube? The answer is no. I am not gonna upload it because when I did do that, hey, what are you doing? I'm trying to get the cat out that way, because the cat's gonna try to unplug the computer. You need to go. All right, sorry about that, guys. So again, guys, Ballad Rhapsody is my new song. You can listen to it on SoundCloud. My other new song that I uploaded, I believe it is oh boy, I actually gonna have to find out, because I kind of forgot what songs I have, but I think the song I'm gonna upload later today on SoundCloud, or it's probably available as we speak, is my other new song, which is one of my personal favorites, and it's my favorite song that I've ever produced, and it's called The Ballad of Poppy, and that song has a very special place to me, because that song's all about that character from the movie Trolls, which I really enjoy a lot, so that's pretty much all I'm gonna tell you about this song. It's The Ballad of Poppy, and again, it's one of my favorites. I have it on my MP3 player, and I like listening to it. And in fact, just to let you guys know, on We're One Radio last night, for We're One Radio at 7, my friend and DJ has played my new song on the radio show, and I'm very, very happy to have my song being played on We're One Radio, and it was a night I'm never going to forget, and because I'm the executive producer of the show, so it's just really, really awesome, for me to, for the song, for my song to be played on We're One Radio. So it was a great honor. Cat, what are you doing? I don't have time to pet you, because I'm doing a show right now. So, so anyway, Luke, anything you want to say about that amazing night I had on We're One Radio?
Well, what now? I was eating food.
About the We're One thing. Well, I'll tell you again. Hold on, Cat, you gotta go. As I was saying, Luke, how did you feel about We're One Radio playing my song last night? And what your thoughts about it?
I have never seen Real One last night because I've been busy trying to hang out with my family big time.
Well, that's true, Luke, because we don't stream We're One Radio live on Facebook or YouTube or anything like that. It's a private show, and it's always going to be that way because with me as the president, I'm gonna truly make sure that that it doesn't have be broadcasted live. So yeah, Luke, I'm sorry that you about that, but well, again, for me, it's just a big honor and a big night for me, having my song being played on We're One Radio at 7. It was truly an amazing gift, I think, for me to for them to play my new song, and because it's just so fascinating to to hear that song. So it's a beautiful melody, and so I want to say a big thanks to Ryan and for playing that new song last night, and we're probably gonna play another song on tomorrow's We're On Radio, which I think it's gonna be either Ballad Rhapsody or something else. So I don't really know what song we're gonna play tomorrow, because I don't have any idea yet, because I don't know what's gonna happen for tomorrow's We're On Radio, the Saturday edition. So okay, Luke, I understand, but that's okay, Luke. But again, for me, it was one of the great nights I've ever had in my life, and again, thanks to We're On Radio for playing my new song, The Ballad of Poppy. It's one of my most favorite song ever produced.
Mhm.
So, that's okay, Luke. I mean, I know it's very hard, to God, cat, why are you rubbing on me so much? Oh boy, I feel like this cat needs attention. It's like I have to put this cat in a detention. It's like I'm gonna put you in a detention if you don't leave me alone. Because I feel like this cat needs to be in a middle elementary school detention, because she is not behaving very well. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Who cares? But
Who cares, right?
oh, okay, thank you. Do I have to put you in a timeout? Okay. Oh no, hey, careful! Don't tear my pants up. All right, come here, you lazy bum. All right, there. You happy now? Yeah, you happy? Okay. See, every time she makes that noise, that humming noise in the body, singing along. I'm trying to hold the mic too as I'm trying to pet this cat. So, do not bite me in the ear, because that's what that other cat did, and I had to smack it so hard because she bit my ear, and I was really upset. But it wasn't funny, so just want to let you guys know it wasn't funny at all. But so anyway, so enough about cats in general. Oh boy, this cat is just driving me bonkers. Alright, so Lou, we talked about Christopher Robin. Come on, cat, just lay down. My God, I'm trying to, but I'm holding the microphone and trying to pet her. This is not an easy thing for me to do. Okay. Well, why don't you make love somewhere else? Alright. Well, I'm trying to stream here, so alright. Come on, cat. Alright. How about if you lay there? Yeah, okay. So anyway, guys, once again, thanks to Ryan over at We're On Radio for playing my new song. And again, I'll figure out what song we're gonna play next by me. If it's gonna be Ballad Rhapsody, which is a 7-minute masterpiece, or one of the other songs that I did. I'm thinking about We're On Radio doing Ballad Rhapsody, even though it's exclusive to SoundCloud. It still gives me the opportunity, with me being the executive producer of We're On Radio. It still gives me the idea that I can have that song on the show tomorrow. So I got to think about what we're gonna do tomorrow, because it's a 30-minute show, and so we gotta figure that out right in there. So so anyway, Luke, Take Your Pit Live. Are you excited for Take Your Pit Live tomorrow for a new taping?
Is it episode 106 or 107?
That is a good question, Luke. I have no idea. I don't know why I got my mic upside down. I think it's episode 106. I think it's 106. Because if you remember, Luke, we crowned a new champion on the episode, because Christian Colazo was our champion and he got defeated. So you can clarify what episode it is, because I believe it's 106. I think we did 105.
Let me check 105 and see.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
We did have previous. Yeah, that's something I can do before I do this week, tomorrow's episode of Tabak Live. You know.
Okay. And I'll have to come up with the episode title for Tabak Live.
Actually, it's you already did her in 4.
Okay.
I don't see her in 5, unfortunately. That was on to the public. Let me see my group and see.
I'm gonna put this mic on the mic stand so I can try to do this here without the mic falling down. I gotta get me a mic stand because this mic stand's garbage.
Search. Let me see. Come on, load. It is her in 5.
Okay.
We did her in 5 previously.
So it's 106. Okay. Okay, let me get the mic.
Okay.
I just hope it holds. No, hey.
Hope so.
Hey. God dang it. Stupid, I tell you guys, I gotta get me another mic stand. Just for some reason, when I bought this microphone, it just, I don't know, it doesn't work. I mean, it used to, you know, it used to hold the mic well. Now it just flimsies around like it just, I don't know, it just wants to do something.
Oh, Jeffy down in the stream thing. Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't work. So now I'm gonna go ahead and check and see what's going on the recent thing. And again, guys, sorry about the beeping noise. Again, it's the smoke detector thing. Because again, it beeps because it's on.
I can hear
battery.
you.
Yeah, I know. Well, again, it's because the smoke detector means that it has a low battery and it makes that beeping noise. So I do apologize once again. So anyway, yeah, so I think it's episode 105, Luke. Yeah, you're probably right about that. So let's see. Microsoft Word. As I said, I have all my stuff saved on Oh, is that water? Why is there droplets of water on my television? Huh. That wasn't. I don't know why it makes that.
What happened?
I don't know, Luke.
Well, it's supposed to be rain, which is stupid outside my area.
Yeah, I know. Alright. So, Christian C used to be our champion. I think we're gonna. No. Okay, I believe Walnut is our winner, so it's Walnut Onion. He won he won the episode. He won the game. As I'm trying to say. But I don't have anything for 106. Maybe because I gotta do it on a Word document.
Yeah, I tried to do something for Halloween, but it canceled.
Yeah.
It's just Jack, Drew, and Lex, Asher are the 4 contestants I have.
Well, I'm just okay, dude. Okay, actually, Luke, it is episode 106.
Yeah, it was.
So we did episode 105, and Wanted Onion is our champion with 95,000. So I had to look up real quickly on the computer. So it is episode 106.
I come up with the title, by the way, which is Blade's birthday special.
I think I know what the episode title is going to be for episode 106. I don't want it to be offensive in a way, because if I do something offensive and Chris sees it, then he may not be happy with me about that.
He's not gonna be happy with us.
So I did make sure not to have an episode to be offensive in a way, because I always do come up with great titles and stuff for Take Your Pick Live. Especially, my favorite one is, I'm going to explain the rules of Double Dare, I'll forget it. Which is one of my favorite titles, I think.
I mean, you should come up with a sequel, but 106 needs to be better.
There's a possibility I might do that, Luke. There's a good possibility.
Yeah, but 106. Well, I come up with a title already. Last 2 weeks, but it's postponed.
Yeah, I gotta get me a new mic stand for this. This mic stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it just doesn't want to. It just does not want to stay put because it just flaps around too much. So it just doesn't want to stay around. Yeah, I know, because I gotta get me a mic stand. All right, well, let me try to do this here. All right. Now I'm gonna turn my mic gain up just a bit on the system preferences. That way I'm not speaking too close to the mic. Alright, so that should be good. Let me move this towards me. Okay, so now you guys should hear me much better now, guys, because I have the mic gain up a bit. So I'm gonna adjust my mic gain on the mixer. So again, guys, Billy could not join us today for Vlog Weekly today, so that's unfortunate. Oh my God, scared the heck out of me. But yeah, so Billy's not gonna be on. Hey, no, the cat's trying to mess with my TV. All right. Okay, Lou, you still there? Good. All right.
Still here. Yep.
You are very naughty. You know that. All right. Yeah, it's just the cat is trying to catch flies and stuff, and I just don't want the cat to mess with my TV. So that's what's going on, obviously. Hey. All right, so yeah, and that's a problem too, Luke. Whenever I stream or do something in here, the cat always wants to be in here and try to pester me and try to, do things and stuff. So, all right, so now we're gonna go over and talk about some other things. Because again, I just forgot, what we're gonna talk about, because we already talked about Christopher Robin on Blu-ray. We talked about you don't need to be under there. Alright. So we talked about Christopher Robin. We talked about my new song, obviously. So Luke, do you have anything you want to share with us on this episode?
Well, as soon as this Warball won't shut up, I will talk about it.
Oh, I know. Yeah! Just like I'm trying to shut up the smoke detector. But again, the only way I'm gonna turn off that beeping noise is take out the battery.
But I don't know. I keep squeaking on that like a electric guitar. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, my topics has to do with my what's going on this week and the Halloween special, Halloween marathon.
Yeah, so how did that go?
Well, the Halloween marathon I did 4 uploads that time. I just uploaded 4 videos here on my Vimeo on my main channel. This past Halloween. It was about this year's Halloween special, the outtakes about this year's Halloween special, the full review, episode 21, and the last of the October, day number 31, 2018 edition. Now, the whole Halloween special was 2 hours long. I took 2 days to make this year's Halloween special. And as for this year, as for the Halloween special goes around outtakes, I took 1 day. Especially the other two took me the whole Halloween to make.
All right, well that's good, and so happy, Luke, that you got the Super Smash, not that game, but Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy for the Switch. So I'm very happy you got that.
But
for
yeah,
me, what I want to get on Nintendo Switch, because I have 2 games basically. I think my next game's probably gonna be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because that's a game
that'd be good.
Well, yeah, because I was gonna say that's the one game I'm very excited to play this year, because I'm a huge Smash fan. I like the one on the Wii U, and I cannot wait to see what this next installment's gonna be for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of that, I'm coming back for Switch Saturdays. I don't know when yet. It's still in some PS4 Tuesdays, and Switch Saturdays episodes will be quick enough. I'll tape these episodes right then and there. As of now,
Yeah.
I don't have enough equipment as of yet. Currently.
Well, probably as soon as you get a new chapter card. I mean, have you decided on what chapter card you're gonna get, since you had not so good experiences with the HD 60?
I don't have that as of yet. Nor like Evermedia, no. I don't have enough money for that to save. I may have to save enough money for that either Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, or just shopping experiences, by the way, for 2019 or 2018-ish. It depends.
Well, as I was saying, Luke, what I would do, for starters, I would get the the LGP Lite, because that would get you started
How much does it cost?
On Switch Saturdays and PS4 stuff. That would get you started on it, because it's not expensive.
How much does it cost?
I think it's around $100 or so.
Wow.
That's how much. I don't know if I paid that much when I got that in my Mac, but it is $99.
Wow.
And it does work with the I gotta turn down my mic gain. But it does work with the Mac. But it's outdated. So but yeah, you can use that on the Mac. You just gotta make sure you install that. But
wow.
Yeah.
I just want to use this for just my commentary, the voice, everything, just in case I want to just tape these episodes.
Well, I'm pretty sure the program lets you record separate audio from the game's audio and your audio. And just make sure when you are recording the games, just make sure that you're not actually recording your game. You're not actually looking at the preview screen as you're recording your game, because that's why you have that latency. Is because you're playing it on the one computer screen. So that's why you need at least 2 TV monitors. One for your computer, obviously, and one for the game that you're playing. And then that way you don't have to look at the computer as you're recording the game. You can just focus on the TV and let your computer do the work for you, to record your gameplay.
Yeah, my monitor. I don't have a second monitor with me, sadly.
Well, then you're gonna have to find a way to do that, because again, that's the problem. That you might face, because again, it's not the capture card that's doing it. It's because you only have one monitor in your room, so that's why you need a second monitor. And like I said, probably like an Acer monitor or something that has an HDMI. Something that you can use to plug in your
I can use my mom's TV, which is good.
Yeah, you can do it that way, yeah. So, but, again, as long as it has an HDMI, and as long as, both your computer monitor and and the TV has HDMI, then you don't have to, worry about, recording flawless gameplay, so, but yeah, Luke, I mean, it's frustrating for me, because I only have one TV in here as well, but I do manage to use another TV monitor, so I can play my game and not have to look at my computer when it's recording. I let the software do it for me, as I'm recording my gameplay, because I used to have the capture card, and that got left behind, but yeah, that's something that's something you need to check out on. And again, it's for starters only. So it won't be a total replacement, but it's gonna be for starters like you, who want to record their gameplay and have it uploaded to any site you want. So,
Big time.
That's very important on that. So, but anyway, guys, we are gonna have a all new top 10 coming your way, as well. So stay tuned for an all new top 10. And I also want to let you guys know that coming soon to Vlog Weekly is going to be an all new Vlog Weekly OBS template that I have created with PowerPoint, and I have those pictures available on Facebook. I believe I do. But if I don't, then I'll let you. I'll share it with you guys. That way you guys can see it. Because what I'm doing for Vlog Weekly, well, I'm changing up some of the layout a bit. I'm gonna get rid of the Vlog Weekly logo that I'm using right now. So I have a new logo that's gonna be making its debut. Everything's gonna remain the same. The episode number's gonna be right where it is, and all that other stuff. It's just what's gonna change is the whole new layout, and the new Vlog Weekly logo, and some minor improvements, if you want to call it that. So again, that's coming soon on 2019. The new Vlog Weekly OBS template, and it's new and it's very exciting. So Luke, you excited for the change of OBS of Vlog Weekly? And
yes, I'm excited.
Okay, I thought you stepped out a bit.
I stepped out. I was just checking the. Hold on. The file.
Okay. Yeah,
One
again,
moment.
that beeping noise is still
I'll talk more of it.
making a factor.
Oh, come on, I move it. Oh well, I'm gonna take this in the trash then. I'll come right back and I'll explain more.
So. Let's see what else that we can talk about while Luke returns. And this cat loves me, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Cat, you need to go bother somebody else. Okay. Mitsu. Actor Alec Baldwin. Oh yeah, that's too bad for him. Legend of the Three Caballeros with Donald and okay, it's coming to 2019. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, back.
Wealth breaks the internet. Bohemian Rhapsody. So what's going on, Luke?
Get my chips.
Okay.
Finish up eating these.
Alright.
It's gonna take me a while to finish eating these chips, and I'll be done.
Well, just eat them slowly and one by one. Alright. Cat, I gotta get to my mouse. Come on, move. I'm telling you, this cat's gonna screw up my stream. Oh, there's the other cat. Boy, these cats are gonna screw up my stream today. Alright, so, anyway, while Luke is eating some nice Harvest chips, I am going to talk to you about something here, and that is announcing the PlayStation Classic's full lineup of 20 games. Yes, Luke, I did turn off the Mac audio, capture audio, so that way nobody hears you chewing and crunching on potato chips. So anyway, for all of us at PlayStation, it was so exciting to see the positive response from the community to last month's PlayStation Classic announcement. Today we are happy to reveal the entire lineup of the 20 games that come preloaded on the console when it launches in the United States and Canada on December 3rd. We've previously highlighted 5 fan favorites such as Final Fantasy VII, Jumpin' Flash, Ridge Racer Type 4, Tekken 3, and Wired Arms. here's the full list of titles that fans can now look forward to playing. Battle Arena, Tushian or whatever, Cool Boaters 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy 7, GTA, Intelligent Cube, Jumpin' Flash, like I said, Metal Gear Solid, and the game that I'm very excited to play on this, because I used to have this game on PlayStation, Mr. Driller. It's gonna be on there as well. So Mr. Driller, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Rayman, the original game by Ubisoft. I like the music in the game. That's what I like about Rayman is the music. The music's really good. Resident Evil, Director's Cut, Revelations, Persona, Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter, Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, I love Twisted Metal, and of course Wired Arms. PlayStation Classic offers these 20 amazing games, dual controllers, and many hours of fun. If you haven't pre-ordered already, visit PlayStation.com, blah, 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 and let us know what game you're most excited to play. So those are your 20 games, ladies and gentlemen. What's missing from this collection? Where's Frogger? Where's Frogger? Where's Chrono Cross? The role-playing game on PlayStation. So where's Chrono Cross? Where's Frogger? Where is Ape Escape? Because I know Ape Escape, you gotta use a DualShock controller to use it, but why not have Ape Escape? I don't know why they didn't have Ape Escape on there. So where's Ape Escape? Some other games I'm trying to figure out. So again, what's missing from this lineup? Again, Frogger, Chrono Cross, probably Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. That'd be a great game, though it's by Activision, so I don't think it's gonna be on there. Though it sucks. What's the other ones? Ape Escape. Where's Ape Escape? Where's Spyro? Spyro the Dragon. Where's the original Spyro the Dragon? Now, I understand it's coming out on PS4 and Xbox on the 11th, but where is the original Spyro the Dragon? I love Spyro the Dragon. I don't know if it used analog sticks. I think it does use an analog stick, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know if it uses the analog stick. But yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know. So that's the PlayStation Classic. And again, guys, on episode 95 of VOD Weekly, me and Luke are gonna give you the rundown of the Apple event that took place on the 30th. And I know that Luke's gonna have one major gripe with the event besides the music at the end, but also the iPad Pro and not having the headphone jack. So that's all gonna be coming your way on a special edition of VOD Weekly coming up next Friday, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Branden Plumley Television. And no, it's not right here on Toon Freaking Disney, but it's on Branden Plumley Television. So there you go, Luke. So I had to adjust. I had to adjust that to you and let you know that this is not Toon Freaking Disney. So looks like everybody's gonna go see Bohemian Rhapsody tonight. Alec is gonna be seeing it at 4:20 p.m. So he's actually in the theater right now watching Bohemian Rhapsody. So that's really, really cool. On this day in 2012, the first gen iPad Mini was released. So I know you had that, Luke. So anyway, Luke, I wanna know from you, okay? I know you're still eating chips, but I wanna know how do you feel about Apple not announcing an iPad Mini refresh?
Sad, no. It was terrible. And what happened with iPad Mini? And what happened here? Yeah, they're coming out with iPad Pro, which I'm happy about, but they're coming out with Mac Mini with 2 terabytes. Happy with that, thank God. But what happened with iPad Mini? I'm not happy with you.
Yeah, because they didn't announce the iPad Mini 5. There was rumors speculating that there was going to be an iPad Mini 5, but that was nowhere to be found. So But they're still keeping the iPad Mini 4 in the lineup, probably to attract more customers. Probably what they should have done, and I'm giving you all a little bit of a preview, if you will. I think what they could have done, Luke, is I think they could have dropped the price a bit from $399 or $300 and something to as low as $299 or even $199 for 32 gig. I think that's what they should have done. I think what they need to do is they need to make the price more affordable for people who want an iPad. Because you know who's kicking the iPad butt? And that's the Amazon Fire 10 HD, the Amazon Fire HD 10. I think that's what's kicking the iPad butt because of the price factor and a 10-inch screen and having a memory card available. So I think that's what's kicking the iPad butt is the Amazon Fire HD 10. So I think what they really need to do, like I said, I think they need to make the price go down to like $199 for the 32 gig and then $299 for 64. Then you got a one heck of a deal on iPad instead of being at like $399, $499. So yeah, no new iPad Mini, but hey, I mean at least it was an incredible Apple keynote. I watched it on the 30th, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. So again, we're gonna talk about that in detail. Again, me and Luke are gonna go over and talk about the Apple keynote, for you all on episode number 95 of World Weekly. I don't know if Billy's gonna be around at that time, so who cares? But so yeah, so anyway, all new episode of World Weekly next Friday, at 3 p.m. Eastern time. I was gonna say 3:30, but it's gonna start at 3 p.m. Eastern time on next Friday. Me and Luke, once again, we're going to give you the rundown of the Apple keynote, what we think about it, and we're going to go one by one of what they announced. That way you guys know about it. So anyway, Luke, this is I think episode 95 is going to be a crown achievement episode of World Weekly.
It will be. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, it is 4:39. And my battery's gonna run low on this phone, so I'm gonna have to get my Fire tablet. So, but I think that's pretty much all we have for the news. So there's not a lot. I think what I'm gonna do for Vlog Weekly number 95, I would do a mini review of a certain cartoon or a certain thing that I've watched. I'm thinking about doing a mini review of Teen Titans Go to the Movies here on Vlog Weekly because I have watched bits of it. I know I'm going to drive myself bonkers because I'm going to actually watch the entire movie instead of watching it piece by piece. And I do have some things to say about Teen Titans Go to the Movies, so hear me out before you pointing fingers at me like, yeah, well, my Plummer, we don't give a crap about, Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Why don't you just talk about something else? Well, okay. But I do want to talk about it because it's my show, obviously. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about it, about how I feel about Teen Titans Go to the Movies. But I think what I can tell you guys today on episode 94 is the new trailer that came out on Netflix, and that is Season 2 of Treehouse Detectives. And I'm telling you guys right now, I am pumped and ready to see Season 2 of Treehouse Detectives. And when I saw... Yeah, I know, Luke. And when I saw that Season 2... When I was on Netflix and wanting to watch the show, I saw Season 2 premiere November 9th. I'm like, are you serious? And I'm like... And I was in a joy... I was standing up happy and joy... Yeah, because so anyway, yeah, there's a Season 2 trailer of that show, and I gotta tell you guys, I freaking love the trailer. I'm giving the trailer an A+. I give it an A+. It was amazing. It's gonna have new characters. They're gonna be in the snow for the first time ever, because they were in the snow a lot in season 1, but in season 2 they're actually going to be in the snow, so that's going to be awesome to see what they're going to do on season 2. So there's a lot of new stuff going to be on for season 2, and Luke, I can confirm to you and everybody here on Vlog Weekly that for the first time ever in the season, Treehouse Detective Season 2 is not going to be by Saban Brands. I know it's sad, but hear me out. It's not going to be by Saban Brands or Saban Brands.
Saban Brands.
Yeah, who did the shows like Poppers and Luna Patuna, I think it's Luna Patuna, We Turn to Amazia, whatever it's called. So instead of Saban Brands, Luke, you want to know who's gonna take over season 2? Hasbro Studios. That's right. Hasbro Studios is gonna be doing season 2.
I was just gonna scare you like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay, Luke. But yeah, so Hasbro Studios is gonna take over season 2. Why? Because Hasbro bought out Saban Brands, who has the shows like Treehouse Detectives, Power Rangers, Poppers, the Luna Patuna show. So whatever Saban Brands did, Hasbro now owns it. So what I'm guessing, Luke, I think we're gonna see a all new Hasbro Studios at the end. So here's my prediction: when season 2 premieres on November 9th, instead of having Saban Brands, there's gonna be a breathtaking Hasbro Studios at the very end. Why? Because Saban Brands is no longer existed. They shut down this year. In fact, July 2018 is when they shut down for good. And yes, Luke, I am upset, and you're upset too, that Saban Brands closed. Because you know what? I think Saban Brands does an excellent job of cartoons. I love what they do with cartoons. Poppers is my favorite. Luna Patuna is amazing. And Treehouse Detectives is it's just one of my favorite preschool shows ever. It's not dumb. It's not stupid. It's fun.
Not even stupid.
It's a lot of fun. It's educational, and it's about trying to find what happened to, trying to figure out, solving, a clue and ace the case. And I can say this, guys. Oh, and why the pond turned purple. I'm telling you guys, if you think Treehouse Detectives stinks, well, you are totally wrong, because this show is educational, it's fun for preschoolers, and it's a fun show for me, and I think Treehouse Detectives is easily my favorite preschool show of 2018. Now, you guys are saying, am I too old to watch this? I keep saying it all the time on every episode of Vlog Weekly. Well, no, because I watch whatever I want to watch, alright? I'm 29 and I still watch cartoons, alright? And I still like to watch cartoons that I can enjoy and that I can feel good about. And I can tell you guys, I can say Treehouse Detectives gets an A+ from me. Not only the season 2 trailer gets an A+, but the show itself, it gets an automatic A+. It's not getting an F, it's not getting a D, C, or B. It's getting a solid A+, and the same with season 2, A+. So overall, A+. I'm not going to say much about it because it is my favorite preschool show on Netflix, and if you guys have a Netflix subscription, you have got to see Treehouse Detectives. Now, I know I know that, we're adults and we're not supposed to watch these kinds of shows, but this has educational fun, and I love the animation. The animation in Treehouse Detectives is beyond top notch. It is amazing. The CGI is amazing. The characters are awesome. They're not annoying as some of the other characters are. So I can tell you, Luke, you don't have to worry about having annoying characters because they're all lovable and they are enjoyable on every episode of Treehouse Detective. So no annoying characters, none of that. You will not find it on this show. It doesn't have any annoyance whatsoever. And I can easily say this, Luke, this is the one show that I can highly recommend for you and everybody out there to watch. It is amazing. Again, A+ for the Season 2 trailer, and A+ for Treehouse Detectives. So what do you guys say, Luke, on that? And Luke is gone. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay, whatever. But anyway, yeah. So Luke had to step out, I think. So, but that's okay. So anyway, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and play back my song here real quick. I'm gonna give you some snippets of this song. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do it. Well, when we come back, we're gonna finish off the show. Because we started the stream at 3:15, so because like I said, guys, it's not gonna be a long show, because I got things to do today. So, but again, guys, Treehouse Detectives gives a solid A+. Again, A+ for the show, A+ for the Season 2 trailer. I freaking love this show, and if you have a Netflix account, if you don't have a Netflix account, then do me a huge favor, do that and watch this show. I absolutely love this show. It is amazing, and it's one of my absolute favorite shows of all time. It's certainly the greats. So now, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play back the song, some snippets. If you want to hear the entire song, it is available. It's going to be available on SoundCloud by the time the show is over. And I'm also going to have this song available on Twitch as well and other platforms, alright? So listen to this, and I'll come back, and we're going to go over the top 10, and then we're going to do something for fun, and then we're going to end the show. So I think we're going to do a game, if you want to call it that. So we might do a game today, either Would You Rather or something different. It really depends whether Luke wants to play or not. So we'll hear from him in a minute or two. So anyway, guys, here's my song, and this is Remix Plum's The Ballad of Poppy. Please enjoy, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Vlog Weekly, everybody. And again, the show is still live. We're not going anywhere just yet. Here is The Ballad of Poppy.
I'll turn off the camera while we're at the taping of Vlog Weekly. I'm back. Hello? Oh, sorry. One sec. Sorry again. Sorry everyone. You didn't see me. I was in the bathroom. I just come back from the stop.
It's alright, Luke. I was actually taking a little bit of a moment myself. That's why I played my song for today's show. So yeah, it's all good, Luke. Don't worry about it. But yeah, guys.
This is the first time you see me with some. I'm not gonna say it on Vlog Weekly.
No.
But it took me some time. Where
family friendly.
Yeah, keep it family friendly. But I just have to. I took my shirt off all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden, I think I know what I see on Vlog Weekly. But thank God. But then I just had to take my shirt on once again. But this will change after this Vlog Weekly episode, and I'll take a shower.
Yeah. Because right after this show. I got things to do and do some things. But yeah, Luke. We're gonna do a top 10 coming up. So do you want to skip? Okay, so do you want to do Would You Rather today, or do you want to do it on the 95th episode?
Right now, I just don't have time for Would You Rather.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's okay. Well, we can do it. We can do it on the next episode.
I just can't take it anymore. My body's like.
Okay. All right, that's okay, Luke. Well, yeah, we'll do it on next week's episode of Vlog Weekly.
It took me like, I don't know how long did I took. Like 5 or 10 minutes to take a dump.
Yeah, I understand.
And I'm like, I'm just not happy right now while I'm taking Vlog Weekly. It happened, and I mean, Billy's happy with us saying goodbye, everyone, but I'm not happy with all that happened to the dump.
Well, I wouldn't worry about Billy so much, Luke. So, but like I said, Luke, I'm having a great time doing Vlog Weekly because again, we're gonna talk a lot of stuff on 95. You know, we're gonna go over the Apple keynote, and you know, you and I are gonna go over it one by one. We're gonna talk about each of the products that they announced, and all that other stuff. So we're gonna go over one by one on episode 95.
Because once we're done with 94, I'm shower and 4 more videos, and I'll be done for the rest of the night. And I have to go to bed, make another episode of Ocean React, and go and do Henry Makes Plum. And I gotta do another episode of Drinking, Tape It Live, and Bedtimes, and then do something else.
which is gonna be episode 106. And yeah, Luke, and I would also suggest when you do get done for the night, just make sure like you restart your computer, or you shut it down, and that way you can you know, because again it does solve some of the problems, you know, by restarting and shutting it off. So so that's what I would do, Luke, afterwards, later tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. This will take me until tomorrow because I can't do it till later tonight because. Well,
if you don't, Luke, then you're gonna you're gonna have problems. You know, you're not gonna be able to use your microphone.
Well, the reason why I have to do, well, not OBS, just my ScreenFlow documents. That's why.
Well, like I said, I mean, I don't think I can blame OBS, Luke, because like I said, my mic's working fine, everything's working fine for me. And, you know, because like I said, it's picking up my audio just fine, you know, because I have this microphone, and it still works like a charm, and like I said, it's just everything's working out fine for me, you know, now that I have Mojave. Well, with the exception of OBS hanging on me for like 3 minutes as I'm, you know, changing a different scene or a different source, but you know, it's nothing. Well, it is a nuisance, but at least I can still use OBS and not have to, you know, keep worrying about, you know, having it messing up on me. So
let's see how this works.
I just want to try to get, you know, things resolved in a way, so that way you can get back into doing your show, because, you know, because it'd be really painful for you to, you know, because ever since Vlog Weekly made the transition from Google Plus Hangout on Air to OBS, I never looked back of doing another episode on Google Plus Hangout. You know, with Google Plus being gone, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do about Hangouts. They're probably gonna get rid of that too. I mean, who knows what they're gonna do? But you see, Luke, I mean, Vlog Weekly, you know, using OBS, I think it's a cool thing for me to do something that I would never able to do on Google Plus Hangout. Like being able to pick up audio from my computer, you know, and I just think OBS works a little bit better for me, especially for the show. And I'm going to continue to do Vlog Weekly on OBS because, like I said, I have a new template coming out in 2019 with a new logo and everything. So, oh, and by the way, guys, one break-in announcement. Flickr, if you guys have Flickr accounts, you may want to just delete every photo you have right now on Flickr, because starting in 2019, Flickr, for free users, you're only going to be allowed to have 1,000 photos on the free account. And if you go over 1,000, like if you upload 1,001 photo, then it would be deleted. So So if you have like 2,000 photos and everything you got on Flickr, then you may have to delete everything because Flickr is updating the free users, which I'm one of them, and I'm not going to be happy about it because I use Flickr for my photos and videos, and now I'm going to have to do it somewhere else because they're updating some things on Flickr. So again, so they're gonna eliminate some of the stuff. Which means if you want to upload more than 1,000 photos, you're going to have to get Flickr Pro. And that's going to be a costly thing for you.
How much does it cost?
It's going to be $50. I think it's going to be $50 a year for Flickr Pro. And I'm not going to be able to do it, Luke. So what I'm going to be doing, because you know what, Luke, after 2019, I'm going to lose everything I have on Flickr. All my videos I uploaded, all my photos. I'm going to lose everything on my Flickr account. But even though that's going to happen, Luke, I'm not going to leave Flickr because there's a ton of great photos that I find on Flickr, like Disneyland photos. All the great photos I find on Flickr. I'm still going to use Flickr to do that, but I'm just not going to be able to upload any more photos. So I'm thinking about switching to either Photo Bucket or something that I can find that I can upload my photos. But for right now, yeah. So for those of you who have Flickr free account, you're going to end up losing pretty much 1,000 plus photos because of this new thing that they're going to be doing. So I just want to warn you guys right now, because I thought about it in my head. I'm like, wait, is something missing? So, but yeah, so I just want to let you guys know that, again, Flickr is going to be updating some things with the free and pro versions, and it's really going to hit me hard because I'm a Flickr user, because I'm usually on there all the time looking at my favorite photos of Minnie, Mickey, Duffy, Alice, and pretty much anybody else. Oh, and of course, what's that character? Oh, Angel, from Lilo and Stitch, that rock and roll thing. So yeah, guys, if you want to make sure you have all those photos, make sure you upgrade to Pro. Because if you don't, then you're going to lose half of your photos if you don't do this. And that won't be effective until 2019. So I just want to remind everybody who uses Flickr, again, it's going to happen in 2019. And I know that you're not happy about that, Luke. I am not happy with it one bit.
Yep, still.
Alright, so here it is, guys. Again, free Flickr accounts / to 1,000 photos. Yeah, and the rest would be deleted. And you know what, guys? I don't like Flickr anymore. I really don't. No, hey! Are you kidding me right now? Stupid cat. God dang it. I'm sorry about that, guys. The cat knocked my microphone over. I gotta get me a new mic stand. This mic stand's a piece of garbage. Alright.
Yeah, that was really weird.
I'm truly sorry about that, guys. The cat knocked my microphone down. Okay, so alright, so now so this is bad news, guys. Alright, let me read this to you. Luke, you're not gonna be happy, but Flickr to delete millions of photos as it reduces allowance for free users. Flickr is to delete millions of photos from the internet as its new owners attempt to sustain the photo sharing site after its purchase from Yahoo earlier this year. Free users of the site would be limited to 1,000 photos and videos, with any excess being deleted from February 2019. The limit is a steep reduction from the previous allowance of 1 terabyte per user, about 200,000 to 500,000 photos each. The company says only 3% of free users have more than 1,000 photos currently uploaded, and argues many of them are not participating in the site in a way that builds a valuable community. The free terabyte largely attracted members who are drawn by the free storage, not by the engagement with other lovers of photography, said Andrew Stalin of Flickr's vice president of product. This caused a significant tonal shift in our platform away from the community and exploration of shared interests that make Flickr the best shared home for photographers in the world. The free limit was attractive to those using Flickr to host images that were presented off-site, particularly independent bloggers and newsletters. As the company deletes images from its archive, visitors to other sites across the net could find blank spaces where imagery should be. Before the 1 terabyte was introduced in 2013, free accounts on Flickr were limited to 200 public photos, with no limit on the number of images that could be stored in private. So Flickr is no longer owned by Yahoo. So Yahoo does not own Flickr anymore. So that's kind of sad, because I kind of liked Yahoo Flickr. Now they're going to get rid of 1 terabyte. And so you know what, guys? I am no longer using Flickr anymore. So Flickr, I'm done with you. I'm going to go to somebody else who cannot screw me over 2,000 plus photos, because these are photos I'm gonna lose and I'm never gonna get back. So you know what, Flickr, thank you, but after 2-3 years of using Flickr, I am no longer using Flickr to upload anything anymore. So you know what, Flickr, I'm done with you. I'm going over to somebody else who can do a better job with my photos and videos that I've uploaded personally, and these are my personal photos. And I am so upset. So Flickr, I do thank you for everything, and I love Flickr, but as of right now, I am no longer using Flickr, and you need and it's time that I'm gonna leave Flickr, and I don't care about Flickr anymore. So whatever happens in 2019, well, they do whatever they want. So Flickr, bye bye. I'm done with you, and that's all I'm gonna say.
What's gonna happen next to?
So that's my went of so that's my little went for you guys on Flickr. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and do our top 10. So before we do top 10, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know that I know that Luke and myself, I know that we are entertaining you guys today. So I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in on Vlog Weekly. It's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it again next week. Again, we're gonna have a big show for you all next week. So I thank you guys so much. So top 10 will be coming up, but after, so before we get to our top 10, ladies and gentlemen, I have another song that I want to play for you all, and again, this is my own song. I produced this song, and this is my song, so that way it's not copyrighted or anything. This is my song only. Here's another snippet for you all of a new song that I have. It's on Flickr. It's on SoundCloud, and it's also available on the other site called Your Listening, or Your Listen, whatever you want to call it. So my new song for you guys is called Shinestar, and so here's a snippet of that, and when we come back, we are gonna have a all new top 10, and then we're gonna say our final goodbyes, and we'll see you for Vlog Weekly number 95 next week. All right, guys. So now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the song Shinestar. Please enjoy. Alright, guys, and there you go. That is the snippet of my new song called Shinestar. If you want to hear the full version of this song, it is available for listening on SoundCloud and on your Listen. And if you want to download it, it is completely free. But I do want to remind you, though, that all the music you heard on today's Vlog Weekly are copyright 2018 by Remix Plum Music. And any awkward work or any edits you make or make fun of it in any way, shape, or form is totally prohibited, and I will not allow that. So if you do any re-edits or anything like that, you will make me really upset. Okay, don't ever do that. But what I will ask you guys, what I will let you do, if you want to use my song in any of your projects in any way, shape, or form, then you are free to do so. But please, please, please make sure you ask me first before you do this, okay? That way you don't make fun of it or hurt my feelings, alright? Because I work hard on this, alright? So, again, if you want to use any of my songs, you may freely do so. Just ask me first before you do it. And make sure you credit me Remix Plum Music, alright? Make sure you put that into the description. That way you can credit me and my music, alright? Very important that you guys do that. Alright, so now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into our top 10 right now, and we're gonna close up shop for episode number 94 of Vlog Weekly. So, Luke, what are your thoughts of Vlog Weekly today?
It was awesome.
You think this is a fun show?
I think it's a fun show, big time, yeah.
Indeed. Alright, so now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the top 10 here on Vlog Weekly. Alright. So our top 10 for episode number 94 is video game controllers. We're going to go over the top 10 video game controllers. This is something I'm very interested of because this is the one top 10 that I am looking forward to the most. So Luke, are you looking forward for the video game controllers for top 10 today?
Yep.
So before we get to our top 10, Luke, do you have any suggestions on what the number one controller might be?
I don't know. I may have to tell the audience will know either.
Okay. Yeah. So do you think the Atari controllers made the top 10 list?
We'll see. No spoilers.
Well, I just wanna do that, Luke, so I can pump you up for the top 10. So.
Because I don't want to get any spoiled.
No. I mean, it's the fun thing about top 10, Luke. All right. Well, yeah. If you don't want to be spoiled, that I don't understand that. Anyway, here we go with number 10. And let's see, number 10 in our top 10 is. Well, it's the Atari 2600 joystick. So, yeah, Atari did make the list on here. And this is the famous joystick controller that was used in the Atari 2600 and the 2600 Junior. So, C. Kennedy Games, if you're watching this episode of Vlog Weekly, the Atari 2600 joystick is at number 10 in our top 10. Alright, at number 9 is the dreaded Atari 5200 joystick. This is by far the worst controller ever made for the Atari 5200. It's so horrible that even AVGN pukes on it. So if you want to puke on the Atari 5200 controller, then be my guest, because this controller stinks and it needs to go away from planet Earth, because this controller has a no place in our society of this god-awful controller that is the Atari 5200. So that's number 9. Alright, at number 8. Number 8 is the DualShock that was used in the original Sony PlayStation back in 1995. So, Either that or it was around the time when the PlayStation came out. I don't remember when exactly the DualShock came out, but it came out in the 90s. Because when Ape Escape came out on the PlayStation, it was one of the first games that required a DualShock. And it's been around still today. And that is the DualShock controller made by Sony. One of the best controllers, hands down, ever made. At number 7, we got the Super Nintendo controller. Yeah, how many of you guys remember the Super Nintendo system and remember this controller? Everybody loves this controller. I do too. Is there anything bad to say about this controller? Nah, I don't know. I don't think so. It's a very iconic, and that's the Super Nintendo controller at number 7. So, Luke, how you enjoying the top 10 so far?
It was awesome. Wait, number 7 and 6?
Alright, here we go with number 6. Number 6 is the Sega Genesis controller for the Sega Genesis that came out in 1989. So, 1989, the Sega Genesis controller. This is a revolutionary controller, and this is one of everybody's favorite controller. And mine too, the Sega Genesis controller. This is a favorite of mine. I love the Super Nintendo one as well. They're both awesome controllers, and they're both awesome systems. So if you guys are saying, are you a Sega Genesis fanboy or a Super Nintendo fanboy? My answer is both. Because I can't tell you, because they're both awesome systems, and it's hard for me to say which one I like more. So I'm going to say both because I love them both, and that's just the way it's going to be. Because I'm a gamer. Alright, now we're getting into all 5. Top 5 now. So this is going to get down to the nitty gritty of our top 5. Alright, here we go with number 5. And what do we have on number 5? It is the Nintendo Switch Pro controller that came out in 2017. So this is the controller that really revolutioned gaming controllers. I love this controller, but you want to know what I don't love? Is the $69 price tag. Yeah, you heard me right. $69.99. That's how much it is. $70 for the controller. That's my only gripe with the controller, is its $70 price tag. But other than that, if you have a Nintendo Switch, or if you have a PC or a Mac, then the Nintendo Switch Pro controller is a must.
Yeah.
Alright, at number 4. Alright, what do we have at number 4? The Xbox 360 controller, yes. This was on the original Xbox 360 back in 2005. Everybody likes this controller. The one thing I didn't like about the controller, the D-pad sucks. The D-pad is the worst D-pad on the system to date. So if you can get around with that, the Xbox 360 controller is one of the best. So that is at number 4. At number 3, and number 3 in our top 10 is the Xbox One controller that's used on the original Xbox One.
Wow.
And you know what, Luke? I like this controller better than the Xbox 360 one.
Wow.
This controller works with PCs. It does not work with Macs, so that's the only caveat. It does not work with a Mac. It does not work with Android devices. But it does work with PCs very well. And I had to put Xbox One at number 3. Alright, Luke, I think number 2 and number 1, you are going to be totally shocked about the number 1, especially number 1. Because at number 2 in our top 10 countdown is the DualShock 4. Easily my favorite controller ever made. DualShock 4 is one of my personal favorites of all time. I love the DualShock 4. And this was on the original PS4 back in 2013 or 2014 when it came out. So that is the DualShock 4. And Luke, I know you have a DualShock 4 in your house.
Yeah, but it's stolen by Taylor, you know?
Oh, well, that's sad. So that's the DualShock 4. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at number 1 in our top 10, Vlad Weekly's top 10 video game controllers. Number 1 is the NES controller at number 1. So Luke, are you shocked to see that DualShock 4 is not number 1 and this one is?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm quite shocked too. That the NES that I made this my number 1 controller over the DualShock 4. There's nothing wrong with the DualShock 4. I think it's one of the best controllers, hands down. But the NES controller really revolutionized gamers back in the 80s when we got sick and tired of the joysticks, and we wanted a controller that, if you play platform games, you want that precise movement of the D-pad, the buttons, and not this joystick flappy kind of crap. If you want precise in platforming games, the NES controller is by far the best controller ever made. And it also has the best D-pad as well. And that is your top 10 for Vlad Weekly number 94 for this November 2nd edition of Vlad Weekly. So Luke, final thoughts of the top 10.
Pretty amazing there. Well, I want to say one thing here. First of all, I was laying down while you're at the subject. Well, I was just doing this while I was just trying to make sure you're okay with it. Number 1, well, top 10 was amazing about video game controllers. And secondly, these are amazing. I mean, so far, these are one of the most players I've ever seen. You know, I mean, the NES, and then the DualShock 4, and then all that stuff. Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Really? But yeah, that's what my final thoughts are.
Mr. Budget, Mama, Mr. Budget of fun.
Yeah, I was just playing with Elmo.
So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for Vlad Weekly today. Henry Mitz Plum will be coming your way tomorrow, and I'm going to go over some great things on the show. And again, on 95, we're going to go over the Apple keynote one by one. Me and Luke are going to go over on that. If Billy comes on for Vlad Weekly number 95 and lets me and Luke get a chance to speak and go over the show, or go over the rundown of the Apple keynote and still do the show and not go out of bounds and go off topic. So there you go for that. So again, that's coming up next week for Vlad Weekly. Again, you guys can check me out on wemitsplum.tumblr.com. I'm there all the time posting new things. I don't think there's going to be a cartoon character of the week tonight because I can't figure who's going to be our new character of the week for the first month of November. So no character of the week tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but I just can't figure out who's going to be our new character of the week for this month. So that'll be coming back next week at the most. So anyway, guys, again, you can check out Luke and his amazing stuff on his YouTube channel. And you can check him out on Vimeo. He's on Twitch. He's all over the place. You can check him out as well. Again, guys, support my music. I am at SoundCloud, and I'm on Your Listen. And like I said, my new songs are going to be on Your Listen and SoundCloud. Those songs are not going to be available on Mixcloud because I'm having problems with Mixcloud, and I am not happy with Mixcloud at all. So I'm kind of upset about that. So if you guys want to hear my music, it's available to listen on SoundCloud and on Your Listen. So, and like I said, do support me, guys, and let me know what you guys think of my music, because your support really does help me out in a way that I can continue to make more great music and make it come alive and make it possible, because I'm telling you guys, The Ballad of Poppy is one of my favorite songs that I've ever done, I've ever produced, ever created, and it just has that nice feeling that, you know, that a character needs to have a spotlight, and that's what this song is about, and it shines brighter of the character than any other that I've ever done on We Met Plum. So do take the time to listen to my new song, Ballad Rhapsody, which is available to listen to on SoundCloud, and it is a SoundCloud exclusive. I now have a link for you all in the description below. so you guys can hear my songs, alright? And again, Shinestar, you can listen to that on SoundCloud and on your Listen, and pretty much every other. So again, guys, please do take the time to listen to my music. And if you do, I want to say thank you to listen to my music. I work really hard on this, and I don't want to be offended or any way like that of my music. So thank you guys so much for listening to my music, especially you, Chris Kennedy. You definitely made my day by saying that I love this song. It is amazing, and I thank you, Chris, from the bottom of my heart. That is the nicest thing you ever said to me, and I want to say thank you so much, because I work hard on this. So thank you guys so much. It's a blessing, and I'll see you all for World Weekly number 95 next Friday for that. So at the time being, guys, let's go over to Luke now, and we'll wrap up today's episode of World Weekly. So, Luke, take it away.
Okay, moving on. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, the first thing is,
okay, go ahead.
You're welcome. The second thing is, well, folks, just a reminder. I was trying to figure out what's going on because right after I take a shower, I may have to do something real fast. Like, first of all, I haven't done anything like this. Like, for example, making a video. Like, for example, let's say a preview was to be happening to Vimeo size. I haven't done this in a while. Let's say that, okay? We have talked about this since episode 73 of Vlog Weekly, and now we're going to talk about it. Or take one. Now, we discussed previews what's be happening to my special LJP /club videos, or what's be happening to a special marathon this Christmas. It's going to be big. So, are you all excited? It's going to be big. So, be prepared. Christmas Day 2018. So, be prepared. So, they know about that. And also, I'm also preparing for other things besides Christmas and all the things like that. Soon, like I said, I'm getting hired from the job November 13th. So, be prepared. But also getting prepared for other things as well. Like, restart my Mac and make more projects and, you know. But anyway, that's what I was talking about right there. But anyways, that was episode for me. Lucha, say goodbye. Peace out, baby. Back to Branden, Plumley, whole time bang.
Thank you, Luke Butt. So again, guys, we will see you guys. Me and Luke will see you guys next week for Vlog Weekly number 95. And I had a ton of blast doing this show today. This is gonna be the best episode. I think this is a better episode than 93, because it picked up your audio, and I didn't have any snafus. So, and like I said, guys, I'm also streaming this on Ethernet. So you know what that means, guys. I'm gonna take a look one last time and see how I'm doing. Well, I did get dropped frames, but that's okay, cause I am streaming it on Ethernet, so it is at 30 frames a second, so it's staying where it's at. So overall, this has been a flawless stream today, because I have it streamed via the Ethernet cable. I have it plugged into my router via Ethernet, so like I said, even though I did get drop frames on this episode, it's not as much because I'm on a stable connection. So that means the stream is perfect, and I'm not getting any more drop frames whatsoever. Just the exception of 168 that I got dropped on this episode. But other than that, I'm not getting a ton of drop frames. So it is gonna stay at 168, and that's how it's gonna end. So anyway, guys, for Luke Jeffers and everybody who watches the show every Friday, I just want to say thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Of you guys watching of Vlog Weekly each and every Friday. I put my heart and soul on every episode of Vlog Weekly, and without you guys, I think Vlog Weekly would not be here. And I'm telling you guys right now, you're going to see some really new things coming your way on Vlog Weekly. Again, with a new template coming, and everything in between. And like I said, wemetplum.tumblr.com. You can check me out. I'm on Twitter at wemetplum. I'm on YouListen. I'm on SoundCloud. I'm all over the place, guys. So please check me out on that. And coming soon, Plum website. So for Luke Jeffers and everybody here of this show from Localcast Studios, my name is Plum, and I'll see you guys next week for episode number 95 of Vlog Weekly. So again, guys, be kind to one another on this Friday night, and I'll see you all tomorrow on Facebook for Hanging with Plum, episode number 73, and it's going to be all new tomorrow. Anyway, guys, we'll see you guys next week for Vlog Weekly. Have a good night, and we'll see you again next week.